We're back, and first off, let's just take a look at the teams. So it's Cragmere 79ers up against the Blightwater Floaters. Let me just sort out my nonsense. Yeah, unfortunately, I do know the result of this game, but I've no idea. It sounded like it might have been a bit of a crazy one as well. So let's see how this goes. Whoops. Oh, you can see all my nonsense there. Let me just turn that off a second whilst I mess around. Where are we? Where are we? What am I doing? Discord. do. Let's just get that sorted out. That's sorted out. Nice. Okay, okay. All right. What was I waffling about? Now, the Blightwater Floaters. Let's have a proper look at this team. So it's Underworld Denizens. The coach is Jerash Limpwand. So a failed disciple. So fabled as an admirer, some say a lost disciple of the famous mage Fosric, Jerash Limpwind at some point turned his hand to the darker arts. With an ambition to create an undead army and conquer the legendary floating village of the Marshes of Madness, he set to his dastardly work. Unfortunately for him, his seemingly inferior servant, a certain Professor Snotmost, the Snotling, switched in an arcane Blood Bowl playbook during his final incantations. Instead of turning the local inhabitants around Blightwater into a fierce undead force, he imbued them with an unending desire for Blood Bowl. Coincidentally, Snotmost happened to be something of a fanatical fan of Blood Bowl. Now, Jerash Limpwand is bound to a horde of wannabe Blood Bowl players in an inescapable spell. Just maybe winning the ZFL Elite Division is the only way to break this spell. So, Professor Snotmost assures him. And we've got the Book of Plays. So each player is under the spell of one type, or one type of play. These are the plays. So defensive, then you can get these skills. Armbar, Dauntless, Defensive, Diving Tackle, Wrestle, Stand Firm, Thick Skull, Tackle. Offensive, and so on and so on and so forth. So all the skills are divided up here. The quarterback skill for throwers. So this is for the Troll, Skaven Blitzer, Thrower, Gutter Runner only. No one else can get the throw skill. Also, Snotlings are not affected by this at all. Once a player has times 2 skills of their play, they come under another spell and gain a second play from the Book of Plays. At this point, there is also some side effects of the spell. So, side effects. Roll d6. 1 to 5, gain one random mutation at no extra cost. 6, characteristic level up. Standard rules apply here and may take a skill outside of plays if you wish instead of characteristic boosts. So you can just basically roll for a random thing and then take another skill if you wish. So that's how that works. So strength in numbers. The floaters playstyle is basically to huddle in a large mass and slowly try to edge towards the end zone before making what are often referred to as mad marsh dashes. Upon coming under the second spell, players must take one skill from this play. After that, they can choose from both. Furthermore, if a player randomly rolls a skill they already have, then they can choose any skill from that play. Oh yeah, so these are random as well. But you've got some idea of what you're getting. It's sort of randomized. I'll get into that in another time. And these are the current levels of the players. We'll be looking at those in a second. And the other team playing today is the 49ers Academy. And I'm not sure who the coach is here exactly. And basically, yeah, they're the Cragmere 79ers. We've got a troll and we've got a lot of goblins. There's not a lot more to say about that. I'm not quite sure. These goblins will have some other abilities. I'm not sure what they are. We're going to find out very, very shortly. All right. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Have I got everything set up? Probably. Same from yesterday. What's I slurp on my coffee? I'm just thinking I might actually leave the Marienburg semi-finals till tomorrow. Just see how I feel once I've done these two. Then I might want to play some games myself. Whoa! That's problematic. That's not the game. Okay. Okay, so let's not do that. So someone sent me the wrong replay. Never mind. Okay, well, ignoring that, let's jump into the other one for now. Let me just see if I can find if I've got another, someone else has sent me that or not. Give me a second, I need to sort this out. I can't even recall who is playing what team at the moment. Let me see. Let me find the damn thing. No. Where the hell is it? I'm just trying to find out. No, I can't find the damn team. Is it Bobby? No. I'm going to have to figure that out later, because I cannot for the life of me. Cannot for the life of me find it. All right, so we're going to have to jump into another game instead. Oh, right. Never mind. Hopefully this one will be the correct replay. So, all that aside, the next game. So we got the Crag meet Seekaz. with Sambi Jabberwockles, the halfling coach. So Savage Orc. The Seekaz were a ragtag bunch of Orc linemen to begin with. Originally from the open moor savage Orc clan, aimlessly they roamed the old world, competing against any team they met with vigour and a possessed enthusiasm. It was not until they looked upon a close encounter with a rather dark-hearted halfling, Sambi Jabberwockles, that their fortunes changed for the better. So the infamous chef. Jabberwockles' youth was mostly spent in the haunt of Alton Forest. Unlike every other halfling, he seemed to be drawn to the dark, hulking woods of the forest. It is said his parents became particularly concerned when he returned from his trips with strange-looking game and began experimenting with some quite unique flavours and ingredients. After winning the Golden Knife and Fork Award, Sambi opened his own inn, the Tabernacle's Knuckles, on Moot Road, serving a vast array of viands, including his now infamous knuckle sandwiches, the distinguished pie all-in guide, awarded the Tabernacle's Knuckles its first loosen-your-belt notch, and was expected to hit the full 3 notches in no time at all, until a disturbing secret ingredient was revealed. To this day, no one actually knows what was discovered in the kitchens of the Tabernacle's Knuckles Inn. But every Master Chef Inspector connected with the fiasco is said to vomit at the mere mention of the inn. Some can barely go a day without retching at a mere hint of the first few syllables of his name. His ferocious temper and almost constant dismissal of kitchen staff is said to have been the main reason the whole debacle came to light. He simply made too many enemies amongst the inn's backroom staff. Driven out of the mood swiftly, Jabberwockles resumed his culinary work further afield in the border princes and procured some prestigious contracts with various lords and ladies of the land. Soon, though, his appetite for stranger meats led him to seek out a different kind of butcher. So the cockle stand. Sambi was quick to see the potential of coaching a rowdy Orc Blood Bowl team. His vicious and demanding attitude to his kitchen staff stood him in good stead when it came to dealing with the ragtag Orc clan obsessed with Blood Bowl. Finding a new home for the Orcs along the coast, they set up a permanent training ground at Crag, where Sambi could get them into fighting shape on a diet of scrumptious cockle pies and the odd unsuspecting customer to the cockle stand. With a heavy rate of casualties, both inflicted and sustained, Jabberwockles is a happy halfling. Just so long as the pot is filled post-match, the more exotic the meat, the better. So, now, this is a particularly strange team where you want your players to die, or you want them to kill, one or the other. So, if no player is killed in play after 2 matches, Sambi Jabberwockles will kill a random player on the roster. Due to the culinary skills of Jabberwockles, whatever skills a dead player had will be passed on through their consumption by the rest of the team. Maybe more than one player will gain a boon. So, if no skills are possessed by the cut player, then serious injuries may miraculously heal. Furthermore, Sambi is looking to fill his pantry with exotic meats. The greater the variety of flesh accumulated, the greater the benefits to the players, as long as they keep the pantry fully stocked with a supply of carcasses. Armor must be earned. So yeah, all linemen start with -1 armor value, and this will only be upgraded if the players kill another player. Sambi views this as a boon, making players try harder to kill, to offer them more protection, and also makes them slightly more likely to die to fill his pot. And they are going to be up against Warpington Furskins, managed by player manager Squittergleam. So, partially retired, former star player of the AP Pests, Squittergleam is a force to be reckoned with. Brutal, savage, violent, and adorned with the finest clothes even an elf would admire. Now shunned by the AP Pests, after having coached an elven team, the Iron Limpers, to a devastating win over his former club. Gleam took on everything he has learnt from the elves and returned to Scavendom. Widely mocked for his insistence on all things shiny and clean, he's just as commonly talked about in hushed and fearful squeaks. Special rules. Yeah, if his team loses a game, he will put himself on the roster for the next game. So he doesn't actually usually play in a team. And the game philosophy. Play with the ball, not with the fist. The Warpington Furskins have had good initial success by avoiding tackle zones and playing with a heavy passing game with quick scoring. If their opponent scores, no problem. The Furskins will just score more. And cleanliness first. No dirty rats, as Squitter puts it. No wrestle, pile driver, or diving skills allowed. Jump up is essential for gutter runners. Armor breaks highly frowned upon, as Squitter wants his players kitted out perfectly in spangling armor. The effects of this, the special rule. Any player laying in a dugout at the end of the game will receive an automatic injury roll due to Gleam's wrath with the following modifiers. So if they get a win, then it's -1 to the effect. A draw, no effect. A loss, +1. So after the game, your players are lying on the floor. They might still die. It's a possibility. Anyway, let's jump into it. Bear with me a second. Oh, I wasn't actually showing you the right screen, was I? Oh, I was. Never mind. All right. So, hopefully this is the right replay, or this has been a big waste of time. We'll soon find out. Do we have anybody there watching, I wonder? Doesn't appear so. Never mind. Yeah, I will put this on YouTube later. Anyways, let's get to it. Hello? What's going on? Oh, history. Points, and we got... Here we go. Warpington against more Crag. Ah, copy, so good. I'm expecting the Furskins to do pretty damn well here. There's nothing special about the meat seekers, really. Other than they like to kill people. Halfling cheerleaders, nice to see. Sorry, this coffee's too good. I'll put a bit of honey in it. I don't usually do that. No blood whites up here. Okay. So pretty big team value difference. Let's see how it's going to affect this Warpington. Just missing a G. Go for a bias referee, Crag, and assistant coach. And meat seekers choosing to receive the ball. We'll have a look at the plays in a second. Let's just get them onto the pitch a bit. Okay. So, Warpington Furskins. They're gutter runners. Ruper's Ratakan. He's a blodger. Of course, they've all got jump up. And he's got catch as well. And Skid Scatter with catch. And Quala Pitter Patter with just a leap up. Jump up, sorry. And then we've got the thrower. Sleek Skimeni. I don't know why I give it that name. I can't even say it. And he has Cannoneer. So some long passing going on. And Fend. Jerval Spike Slap. On the ball. Tackle. Tackle Quilbins. Polapesti with tackle and strip ball. Fractal Rickets with block. Mirza Sleek Pelt with Fend. Cherries Nanash with kick. Squeaglitter with Fend. Montail Starkle, nothing going on there. And Malworm Grey Venom. And as you might have noticed, there are absolutely no blitzers in this team. It's just a fast team, and that's all it's about. Score fast and run. Squittergleam, when he does appear, he's a blitzer, and he's a monster player. If he does appear. And the more Crag Meat Seekers. Got Waka the Butcher's Head Munch. Pro, Mighty Blow. Pigsy Orkenforks with Juggernaut and Pylon. Who like Dark Turds with Pro and Block. And they're all the positional plays really on this team. Then we've got Good Bad Hummers with a Wrestle, and he's earned his armor. Oh no, he's not. He's not earned his armor yet. Gallic Dwarf Eater. Agility Busted. Pro Wrestle again. Rotbot Frizzlebang with Tackle and Wrestle. You can probably see something going on here. They like to get the plays on the ground and then get the boots in. Grimpot's Purids with Dirty Player. Framza Morglut with Stand Firm and Block. Nazam Tenderizer with Pro. Fars Southwinds with a Kick. And now into the Goblins. We've got Riplack Dogmeats with Dirty Player. Toothpick Drumsticks, who's a little bit fast. Caper's Gob Gravy with Diving Tackle, Dirty Player, and Sneaky Git. And Ragamuttons with Defensive and Sneaky Git. So, an interesting combo. And given that the Warpington Furskins got the biased referee, this could be a little bit difficult for more Crag to deal with. They might get some players sent off here. But they do have 14 players, so they might be okay with that. Now, let's get to it. Particularly looking forward to this one. I think we're going to see a lot of violence. Really, the more Crag Meat Seekers, the players are more concerned with not being cooked. So they just want to kill. They're not bothered about scoring. And it's a blitz. Excellent start for the Furskins. A Spike Slap moving right around the outside. Dealing with Caper's Gob Gravy. Skid Scatter coming through. And what can they do? What can they do? They don't have any true ball carrier on the Meat Seekers team, really. But lots of players with pro skill. It looks like Pulak Dark Turds is coming back to pick it up. The Butcher gets a good hit in there. Not much of an armor break. Pretty terrible. Ricketts is down. Pigsy Orkenforks does get a break. And a KO. Not a kill, though. They need kills. And looks like Ragamuttons fails to pick up. Let's put this on. It's going to make life a bit easier. Ragtail Ricketts is kind of like the pseudo blocker in a way. The pseudo blitzer, sorry. Quilbin's coming in. Kind of push back Southwinds. And are they going to come in and steal this ball? What happened? Was that a go for it? Failed go for it? Yeah, and knocked himself out. Oh my god. With sure hands, I'm surprised he didn't just go for the pickup there. Meat Seekers caging the ball now. Not making an attempt to pick it up just yet. Bend, not really helping out there for Sleek Pelt. He's stunned up. Blitz in for Orkenforks. Are we going to see the pile driver put to use? Nope. Not yet. Pickup failed again. It's on the deck. This could be the chance for Skid Scatter to pick it up. And is he going to run through for the score? He is. And that's 1-0. Warpington Furskins. That's going to please Squittergleam. One plate on the deck there. That's not going to please Squittergleam. Is he KO'd or just injured? He's KO'd, isn't he? Yeah, so he needs to get up or he might get killed. So Meat Seekers, bumpy start. Rag and Mutton's just not good with the pickup at all. Let's see if they can pick up the ball this time. Or let's see if they're more interested in killing. Ben putting to use. And that is it. It's a death. And there's no Apo for some reason. And Sleepel is... he's dead. Sammy Jabberwockles will be extremely pleased. He's not cooked a rat for a while. And yeah, I'm so tempted to say about Ratatouille, but let's not go there. That's low-hanging fruit. Low-hanging fruit. And no dirty player used here. Or are we waiting for that? No, no, no. And Gobgravy picks up the ball. A more reliable goblin there. And Blitz coming in from Raxo Ricketts and gets a knockdown. Now, how can the Warpington Furskins deal with the defensive place? They got lucky in the last one with the Blitz. Let's see if they can do much about this. Pulag's coming in. Taking out the kicker there. Just knocked down, though. Not taking him out completely. They've got their kill. You don't need to kill until the third game now. But the kill, who was it they killed? Sleepelt. He's got Fend, so they might be getting some plays with Fend. Could be interesting. Can hear the Orc players' bellies grumbling here. It seems that Jabberwockles has been starving them pre-tournament. Get their appetites up. Oh! Is that a head muncher? The butcher. The butcher head munch, yep. Nice hit there. That is unfortunate. Starkle is on the deck. And Rockbot Fizzlebang comes in. A hit there onto Skid Scatter, the scorer. And it looks like Meat Seekers are going to be able to grind their way through now. They can actually play a bit of Blood Bowl rather than just blood, blood, blood. Another good hit, KO. Things are starting to look a bit bad for the Furskins here. Another pow, another bend, another injury. Ouch. This is looking quite problematic. Malworm. Grey Venom also out. Yeah, there's no Apo on the team. There should have been one. What can the Furskins do here? I don't think, to be honest, not a lot. They've lost 5 players now. Oh, Polypestine. Double pow, but that's about it. Ragdoll Ricketts. Just the push there. And the Meat Seekers can just do what they want here, really. Dub Skulls. Reroll is used just to push. That's their reroll done with. Pigsy Orc and Forks. Just to push back. And it looks like they might have to go for the score. They're going to cage up. They have enough place for you, of course, yes. The Warpington Furskins honestly feel like they should just stand off now and try not to die. But they're going in for it. On a stand firm player. Gets the break, gets the KO. That is good. They do need that. They've only got one reserve. Blitz coming in. Oh, that is unfortunate. Rupert's Ratakan KO'd himself. Really unlucky there. And in for the score. 1-1. KO comes back. The Bloodweiser helping just one player back. And it's a gutter runner as well. That's not spectacular. Then again, gutter runners. 2 turns. Is it 2 turns remaining? Or is it 3 turns remaining? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 players. 3 turns remaining. They can still score from here, so there's possibilities. The Orcs just set it up in the back line. On the defensive here. Big time. These gutter runners, they can run through quite easily. The Meat Seeker's giving them a lot of space. Are they trying to set up a trap here? Polipesti. Just the... Does he get a knockdown there? No. Oh, yeah, he does. He does. He does. And Skimeni. Skimeni has the ball. But he's going to be surrounded by Orcs reasonably soon, I think. Where's the blitz coming from? There's no blitz from the Butcher there. Where's the blitz? Ah, right, here we go. It's on Pesti. Wrestle is used. And I think we're going to see the foul come in. From Dog Meats. Are we going to see the foul come in? Yes, here we go. More meat on the menu. He is off. That bias ref does come in, and it's just a stun. And Dog Meats is off. They can afford to do that, really. They've got some extra players. Not the end of the world. Last turn. Can they get the score? Looks like they're going down the sideline. Nice hit. Ragdoll Ricketts gets a stun. It's a Dwarf Eater. The pass. Pass failed. And that's that. So it's just 1-1. Ah, at least they got the plays back now. Things looking a little bit better for Warpington's Furskins. Just 3 players down. That, how would it... What does that mean now? I can't add up. So they've got... Whoa. Pause. How dare you? So they have... There's 13. So they're down to 10 players. Was it? Number 13 is Squittergaleem, of course. He has to be number 13. Skaven team and all. Player manager. Now, let's see what can go on here. Oh, Knuffle Press, Knuffle Press. What was that? Intensive training. A primary skill of your choice. Oh. And we got guard on the butcher. The butchers. Not protecting the gutter runners here. We've even got one right on the front line. He's going to have to dodge off, I think. Skid Scatter has catch. He's going to move around. Definitely going for his right side of the pitch. No one's picking up the ball. Or leaving it for the gutter runner. Alright, just going for the quick and easy score by the looks of it. Dodge out. Pitter-patter. Managed it, no problem. And the Furskins are away. The problem is that they want to score this quickly. Can they afford to drag it out a little bit longer? Seekaz setting up the best kind of defense he can. Wrestle is used. The Butchers comes in. I think we see a switcheroo. Rupert's Ratakan is free in the center. They could run around and switch onto the other flank, possibly. Plenty escaping free at the back. Doesn't look like doing that. Racto Ricketts comes through. Gets the blitz. Gets the knockdown. And I think that's going to be the score. No messing about. No messing about whatsoever. 2-1. I'm not seeing any passes coming off yet. Now they're in a tricky position of trying to defend with just 10 players and 3 of them are gutter runners. We've got Strip Ball, Polypesti, but if the Meat Seekers just cage up again, we might see a bit of a bloodbath. Now they've got guard as well. Could make things a lot worse. Good kick, pitch invasion. That's not so helpful. Not for the Furskins. Slap Spike has been knocked out by one of the crowd. Well, almost knocked out. Taking a bit of a slap to the face himself. The Butchers not looking to kill so much at the moment. Bit of a wet slap. And again, the same from Pulag Dark Turds. Just a push. And just another push. From Morglut. Orkin Fox, is he hungry? No, he's looking pretty bad. Just a push again. So the Meat Seekers, it looks like they're thinking about what's in the pot at the moment. They want to eat some rat. Ragamuttons. Designated ball carrier. And he's managed to pick it up at last. Drumsticks goes down. It's the fast gobbo, he's out. Skimeni, the nice blitz. Now, what is going on? I think Pesti does need to be protected. Because he's a plain target. Just the push. And they've got to run some running through here. It looks like Rupert's Ratakan's going to be the man. Or the rat. Dodge. Pitter-patter. Seems to fail his first dodge nearly all the time. Pestai is open. Is he going to be protected? Yes, he is. Right. Racto Ricketts comes in for protection there. The lack of maneuverability. It screened off half of the team. Well, a substantial portion of the team here. Can the Meat Seekers make it round and meet up with the rest of the team? KO. And I think that was a Pitter-patter. Yeah, Pitter-patter is out. And they're a little bit open in a way here. Look, people like Darters should be able to come round and screen off a little bit. Rupert's Ratakan is the danger. And that's going to be more difficult for him to get through. The Furskins, again, defensive play is not really their thing. Let's see how they handle this. They're often just trying to put the fend in and screen off. That is how they do it. And then dive in for a sack whenever they can. Oh, Ratakan going up against Pulags. Strip ball coming around the back here. Pestai. On Dwarf Eater. Going to base up the ball at least. Are we going to see Skitscats come through? Nope. Skitscat stays where he is. And now he gets knocked onto the deck. It's another break. Lots of good breaks coming. It's just a stun though. Dwarf Eater with a blitz. Another break. On Pestai. Pestai stunned. That's a good hit. Get that strip ball out of the way. And the cage up. And the line of scrummage. Oh, Nick. Here comes a foul. And it's just a stun. It's opportunity to base up the ball again here. Malworm Grey Venom. Stays put. And a blitz. Takes the both down. Just sacked the ball, but also on the deck. And Ragamutton's injured. Apple comes out. He's okay. He's okay. And caught by Big Z Orkenfox, the Juggernaut pile driver. And he's off. Making the beeline for the end zone. And he's going to be a tough orc to take down. He is a little bit open, exposed on this side. Morglut with the blitz. Should be able to go into some protection. Not quite. There is an option here. There's a chance for some kind of blitz. Ooh. Dark Turds does take down Ganache. Action's getting a bit spread out now, up and down the pitch. And there's so many breaks coming through from the Meat Seekers. And likewise, Rupert's Ratakan doing a hell of a lot. He really can. Basing up the ball here. Looks like he's trying to bog down the Meat Seekers as much as they can. I don't think there's much of a... There's a one-die blitz on here, just about. Quillbins comes in. And that's not fantastic, is it? Shame didn't save the reroll. So I was thinking with a sack with the both down. I would take that anyway and keep the reroll. Oh, and a break again, and a KO again. And who is that? That's Spike Slap. But all these players on the deck here are going to get pummeled by Squittergleam. That is going to be a problem. Pigsy Orkenforks. Looks like he's going to score here. I don't think anyone can stop him, really. There's just Rupert's Ratakan. He's the only player. It's going to be an uphill no matter what he does. Who else can get there? Actually, no. Oh! Skid Scatter. He was going for it, but it would have been possible just about. I'm surprised we didn't see Grey Venom come in. Seekaz just dragging this out now. Happy to take the draw away. Well, it's not just a draw. This is an extra 4 points. So they're going to get maybe on 5 points after this. Oh! 6 points. There's another injury. And pow. Who like that? So he's breaking. Getting so many breaks. Mostly stuns though. Another stun. And another hit here. And finally, it all goes wrong. Pestai. What can they do from here? Can the Furskins prevent this score? I'm thinking no. Yeah, they can't get near the ball, can they? Just a push from Ragtor and pushes in the wrong direction. Oh, he's trying to base up the ball. All right, okay. Is that going to prevent it? More Gluts? No. It could have been enough. And a break again. And a stun from Grey Venom. And that is it. 2-2. Seekaz. Even with the biased ref, they managed to get some killing doing. Oh, Sue plays it up. So basically, all the KOs did come back there at the end. I believe. How do I just put, if I put continue? Yeah, so we can see here. Yeah, success. So, we've got Starkle, Squeeglitter, and Rupert's Ratakan are all going to receive an extra injury from Squittergleam. And let's see how that's going now. My God. So stacking up the points here. My God. Remember, Ragamuttons, this does not count. And this does not count. That will be... Was it actually chosen? Let me just check. I can tell you... I might be able to tell you. If I can find it. I don't think we have in who the MVP. I might just award it myself then, if I've not got it from anyone else. It's not there, and... I think we might have got an MVP from Porky Labrador, if I remember. Maybe not, though. No, we've not. So I'm gonna Who shall I give them to? The MVP, I'm not sure. And it's got Monta, Starkle. Let's have a look at the rest of the points here. So we got Skid Scatter with 2 scores. That's good for him. And Jervel, Spike Slap. They're not anywhere near leveling up again, but they couldn't take a chance if they wish. And here, yeah, Da Butcher Head Munch. Pigsy Orkenforks. Tenderizer. Robot Frizzlebang. They all played very well. I'm not quite sure who to go for. Pigsy Orkenforks. I think he does deserve the MVP for this in a way, because you don't really see a big un scoring in such fashion. Did very well. So I think I'd award it to Pigsy Orkenforks. And for the Furskins, not too sure. What were the dice like for everyone? Now we can look at this. Not many pushes. My God, pretty bad dice from the Furskins here. My God. 13. 13 skulls. Lots of pushes from the Meat Seekers. But overall, they got the kill. They got what they needed. And casualties inflicted. This is something that confuses me a little bit. I think if a kill does count as a casualty, doesn't it? So it's 3 casualties. Anyways. Alright, so I'm going to need to get hold of the other game. Because I've got the wrong replay. So I'll try and get that sorted out. And I'll finish the stream here for now. And I'll be back in a second. I'll just play my own game. All right. So, see you in a minute. Bye-bye.